Well, thank you for coming back to Disc Golf Story Time. I'm Jim, your host, and I have a couple more stories for you today. These things we throw are dangerous and sharp and hard and fast and all those things. Have you ever been hit with a disc or hit anyone with a disc? I have a good one here. But let's start out with a little warm up first. I remember one of my first experiences with feeling what that was like. There were four of us on our local course, hole 11, Hoover Reservoir, Columbus, Ohio. And, everybody tees off. It's a long straight shot. Everyone's throwing driver. And that fourth guy, when he throws and then everyone starts walking. Well, I'm walking and I'm about 50 feet, 60 feet in front of him, and he decides to throw another driver hard as he can, pulls it a little bit, and hits me square in the back. And I'm talking about right between the shoulder blades, like I thought my spine was severed. Ruins the rest of the day. Of course, all the apologies and all that stuff. But he hit me so hard, I couldn't believe it. So I didn't say anything. I just was like, okay, we'll figure out the timing on this one because there's going to be some kind of payback. Fast forward to hole 18, about to finish the round. He's up there about 5 feet from the basket to, finishing his last putt out. And right before he putts, I say, Snuggles. His name was Snuggles, by the way. I nicknamed him Snuggles because he looked like that. Snuggles Fabric Softener Bear. And he looks up, and from about 30 feet away, I had thrown a driver. Sort of not a full drive, but sort of a fan grip driver directly at him, thinking I'm going to hit him like in the waist or, in the midsection. Well, I raise up a little bit, and the disc hits him square in the top of the forehead. And right dead center, take some skin with it, and got him good. Let me know if anyone else has done anything like that before. I know it sounds like I'm a mean person, but it made sense at the time. Okay, main story. 2013, PFDO, Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open. Pittsburgh Flying Disc Open. 2013. I wanted to tell my stories in sequential order, and they start back in about 2006. And then I realized it was a bad idea. Someone told me I should tell this story because it was a good one. But anyway, 2013 PFDO in Pittsburgh. A bunch of us go. Drive there from Ohio. Everybody's there. Ricky Wysocki ended up winning that. And Brad Schick was second. Dan Hastings got third that year. But, when you go to that tournament, there's a course called Nob Hill in Pittsburgh, north of Pittsburgh. So when you go there, they had, I don't remember the hole it was, but they had the registration table and all the discs and everything up on the top of this really steep hill. And there's a road that goes up there, and not much parking. Everyone parks along the side of this steep incline. And then you climb all the way up this hill, and you get, register, get your discs, all this stuff. Totally fun. They were giving out the player pack discs, and they gave us a JK Pro AVR. Dark blue, I had a rainbow stamp. PFDO stamped. And when you turn around, you're in the, in this picnic shelter, but you're looking straight down this beautiful hill, and there's a basket halfway down the hill. At least 200 feet, probably more. 200, 250 feet. It was part of another hole, so it wasn't really the hole, but everyone was throwing their discs to warm up. They were throwing them down that hill. And, so, over on the side, on the left, is that road with people coming up and parking. Straight downhill is the basket. Now, everyone's there. Everyone's registering. Everyone's coming up and down the hill. People are getting in and out of their cars. All the professionals and their campers are there. It's just, a lot of people. And the only area that's open is this little fairway that was sort of self-made down to that basket. And I'm feeling this disc, and I'm like, this thing is, man, it feels good. Putter, downhill putter, flat, whatever. I'm going to throw it at that basket. Check it out. Take my 2 steps, and I throw this hyzer. I don't know what happened. I threw this thing in what I thought was the proper shot, but I sawed it off and hyzered it up in the air to where it went about 100 feet to the left of the basket, and it's flying right towards people. Now there was a couple. One of them is a very famous female FPO player. And her boyfriend, who's also well known, pulling something out of the trunk, getting ready for the tournament. And as this thing is released, I'm just seeing it raise up in the air, and then there it goes, fading to the left, and I just get that cold sweat immediately. And I yell, 4! 4! And this player's boyfriend turns as I'm yelling 4 sideways, and just as he turns, this perfectly executed Spike Hyzer JK Pro AVR hits him. Now I'm 250 feet away, so I haven't asked him exactly where it hit, but it hit him somewhere between the throat and the upper chest. Something like that. Now, it was hard. You could imagine. Half the crowd starts laughing. He is furious. Picks up my disc and does that angry kind of overhand cross between a thumber and a tomahawk. I can't even remember. And throws it just as far as he can, off to the right. And I'm now this big idiot trying to lumber his way down with apologies and arm waving and arm motions, and he wasn't happy. Both of them jump in the car and drive off. Now later, I talked to him. He was really cool about it, and totally cool about it, and everything was forgiven. But from there on out, that disc was forever known as the Executioner. You all have a good night.